Hello and welcome to GBR. You find us today racing with the guys from the MRC in the GT3 World Series. This is round 9, the penultimate round. As you can see, we are at Red Bull Ring. This is the last sprint and feature for this season. And after 10 minutes of qualifying, Bazza puts it on pole in the Jag. First pole of the season for Bazza as well. Golden Brownie in second place. Digi in third. In fourth we have Berserker Boy. In fifth place is Benji. Surfer lines up in sixth. Gary lines up in 7th place. Willie Bob is in 8th. See if we can name a corner after him in this race. In 9th place we have Fast JMS. Roadrunner is in 10th place. And in 11th place we have Blackie. So that's the full grid for this event. So I'll jump back to the front and get these guys underway for a 20-minute race. Don't worry about Baz's wipers, not going to rain in this one. Away we go up towards turn 1. Fanning out there at the back, coming in. Looks like Baz has got a little bit deep, probably got a little bit of tap there from Golden Brownie. Just going to allow Berserker to get past into second place. Digi's picked up a half-second penalty through turn 1. Benji in 5th, going too wide with Surfer. Gary going for a move up the inside. A little bit of argy-bargy there, I think, from Gary as he came flying in. Let's just have a little look on board with Gary. So yeah, he's quite a bit way back here, coming up to get to late on the brake. Just touched Golden Brownie in the rear end. Doesn't look like he caused much else than that. So Gary lucky to not spin anyone out through turn 2. Roadrunner, Welly and Blackie. Looks like Welly's waiting for Blackie. So was there another incident there? Oh, I think Blackie just got in front of Welly on the exit of turn 2 as well. And just spun him round, so unfortunate for Welly. Don't think he had many places to go. But back to the front of Bazza in first place with Berserker Boy chasing him down in second. Digi with that half second. You don't lose too much when you serve that half second. Surfer there in fourth place. Golden Brownie right up behind him. So Golden Brownie's not had the best opening lap at the moment. Fast JMS, he's moved up quite a few places so far as we come up to the penalty line. Benji there in 7th, going side by side with Fast JMS. Does go around the outside into the second last corner and down this little hill and to the last corner we go to cross the finish line for the first time of this 20-minute race. Gary there, so the 3 Corvettes all in a line, 6th, 7th and 8th. Roadrunner in 9th place, a bit back, way back. Blackie with a half second in 10th, Welly in 11th. But Bazza, which is his lap time, 9/10 quicker than Berserker. Oh, this is only the first lap. And Bazza was at the front, so he was been able to check out. But Golden's got up to 3rd place. He was in 5th. How has he done that? Straight through the middle of Digi and Surfer. I know this move was quite nice on the night when we done it, so I will just watch it back. Surfer's going for the move up the inside of Digi. Digi turns in a bit late. Golden slips through the middle. A little Moses mover there for Golden, up to 3rd place now. Surfer there in 4th. Digi in 5th. Followed closely by the 3 Corvettes now. Oh, Benji, Fast JMS and Gary. They're going 2 by 2 round turn 2. They all get away nicely there. Nobody spun out this time round. But there's a battle now for 3rd place, involving all these guys, up to 8th place of Gary. It's a 6-car train at the moment, so it's going to leave Berserker and Bazza just a little bit of a gap now up ahead to see if they can break this big group behind them. But Golden seems to just be trying to pull away there from Surfer in 4th place. But it seems like Surfer had a good drive coming out of the S's there up towards the second last corner again. So fast paced lap this one, about 1:28 I think was the qualifying times around here. Berserker going purple. So Roadrunner there in 9th. Welly has got past Blackie, but Blackie obviously did have that half-second penalty to serve, so that's why that change for 10th has happened. So Bazza, which is that time 1/10 slower than the Berserkers. So Berserker not catching up too much, but as I say, we're all on heavy fuel at the moment, and everyone on the racing softs. So this little line, there's no real fighting going on between them at the moment. Well, Fast MS has got past Digi. I've missed that one. Not sure when Fast MS done that pass, but it looks like Digi is under threat now from Benji. As they come into the infield section. Digi there just a little bit jittery still. Not sure if it's the Wi-Fi or the PD servers, but Gary's got a half-second penalty, so it's just going to drop him off the back of these guys. He's on the grass, there's Gary. So he's going to be now under threat from Roadrunner. Roadrunner goes around the outside into the braking zone and into the last corner, so Roadrunner up to 8th place now. Gary's dropped down to 9th, but Benji's going side by side with Digi as we cross the start finish line for the third time. Benji kicks on the inside, gives Digi racing room on the outside, a little bit of bumping there from Digi when he comes back over them curbs, but these two going side by side is going to allow Fast JMS and Surfer to pull away. It looks like them two are going side by side as well. Digi's been able to go later on the brakes than Benji and just keep ahead at the moment. Did Surfer? Surfer didn't. No, yeah, Fast JMS did get past Surfer up to turn 2, or an F1 terms turn 3. Goes around the outside, does he? Or as he does for the old switcheroo. Yeah, Surfer goes a little bit deep. So Fast JMS got the old switcheroo done. And he's at the fastest lap of the race as well. The last lap round, so Fast JMS really on a charge now. He's going to be trying to catch up to the back end of Golden Brownie, who looks like he's caught up to the back end of Berserker, 29.3 and a 30.0. Yes, got 7/10 that lap. Did Golden on Berserker. Digi's still been able to keep ahead of Benji, but I think it's only a matter of time. Benji seems to be really hassling Digi there for that 6th place, and with these guys fighting, Roadrunner probably will be trying to catch up to the back of them as well, and bringing Gary along with him. Welly there in 10th place, just a little bit of a gap between him and Blackie, and so a little half-second penalty can bring these guys right back together. Bazza setting pretty consistent lap times. Mid 29s at the moment. Berserker now under pressure from Golden Brownie, it seems now, as they exit turn 1. We'll just go through, see if anyone else is close coming up towards turn 2. Benji seems a little bit off the back of Digi, so Golden Brownie is as well at the end of that straight. I do know that FT1 of Berserker Boy is fast in a straight line. So that little Fast JMS is just a little bit of a gap behind, but he has dropped Surfer Benji, is he going to look for a move? No, he doesn't. Digi looks like he's gone a little bit deep. Is Benji going to be trying to get the underneath Digi? If he does, it'll be on the outside for the next corner. Will Benji? Oh, there's a little bit of a tap there, it looked like, between Digi and Benji. But I don't know if that's as a little jittering from Digi. Roadrunner there, he's got a half-second penalty in the background. But he probably won't get passed by Gary. Looks like there's a bit too much of a gap between the two of them, but if you don't lose too much time, only probably about 6 tenths in total. Once serving at a half-second penalty, so yeah, Roadrunner holds on to 8th place. Benji still behind Digi. Golden Brownie right up behind Berserker, and Fast JMS has caught up to these guys as well now. Wide there for Golden out of turn 1. Does he pick up a half-second? No, he doesn't. He just kept it on the racetrack. Buzz out there. He's just still, yeah, a couple of attempts a lap. He's quicker than Berserker in P2. He's just very slowly stretching out that lead in this sprint race. But Fast JMS, what did he do? Yeah, he done 6 steps, gets very close to Golden coming into the braking zone of turn 3. Luckily they didn't connect. Obviously being slow enough speed probably wouldn't have caused too much dramas between them. Benji there, he's on the outside of Digi coming into turn 4, keeping it around the outside, but Digi's going to have the inside again for the next corner, so it's going to be hard for Benji to try and get this overtake done. Looks like he's had to back out of that one as they come across down towards the little back straight. Digi's having to defend against Benji. Obviously this fight in between these two, they've dropped off the back of the pack. Benji still not been able to get past. Obviously Roadrunner there in 8th place. Looks like he's see what this lap time is for these ones, 31.7 and a 30 dead, so he's caught over a second a lap Roadrunner that time round. We've got a change for 2nd place. Berserker and Golden Brownie, and now Fast JMS getting in on the mix for 2nd place. Up towards turn 2 we go. Obviously this battling's going to allow Surfer to bring into it. Golden on the inside, Fast JMS and Berserker on the outside. Who's going to get the drive down towards turn 3? It looks like the outside has done it. So Golden's had been overtaken now from Fast JMS, but Golden comes back at Fast JMS into turn 3, and looks like he's been able to keep that position, but Fast JMS probably going to try to go around the outside now in towards turn 4. Golden just covered him off. Oh, Fast JMS has gone deep, a little bit dirty, yeah, probably just holds on to it in front of Surfer there in 5th place, sorry, is Surfer. So they are at the moment how they were when they crossed the line, but a lot of action has happened this lap. Obviously this action happening is just allowed that man right there, Bazza, to just pull away. Another these guys at purple that time round of a 29.1, and these guys just lost over a second that one lap between them. Surfer had a look, Fast JMS into turn 1, but thought better of it coming out of it towards turn 2. Now these guys go, there's someone off on the dirt, it's Digi. How did Digi end up there? Looks like he's gone in a bit too hot. Oh, he touched the curb. Luckily he kept it facing forward. He's only lost that spot to Benji. He's going to be under the clutches of Roadrunner now, up towards turn 2. Does Roadrunner go for a move, because Digi will have dirty tyres. Digi goes out deep, so Roadrunner didn't even have to try and make the move. He got handed that position, but he's been able to get the drive out of the corner, has Digi. So Roadrunner have to now try and find another way past Digi. Welly there in 9th. Gary's had an unfortunate lap, lap 6. He's dropped down to 11th place now, behind Welly and Blackie. He must have had an off somewhere. Well, I know he had that off and had that penalty. I think that was lap 3. But back to the racing action at the front of the pack. Berserker, Golden Brownie, Fast JMS, Surfer and Benji all fighting for that second place. All kind of just slowly spread out, but Roadrunner did look like he's having a look at Digi into the last couple of corners, but not been able to make a move. Though that Peugeot seeming a bit of a handful for Digi in this one round. 12 minutes of the racing done already. Looks like they're very close. Berserker's picked up a half-second penalty. Golden Brownie's put in the fastest lap of the race. See where he was a little bit of a gap behind Berserker. He's been able to open up what was Baz's lap time of 29.5. So yeah, he's still doing decent lap times. Is Bazza, but these guys, where they weren't fighting for a lap, they were actually quicker by a couple of tenths last time round. But these three have just pulled away from Surfer and Benji. Benji's now catching up to the back of Surfer, but we'll see what happens to Berserker when he serves its half second, and we'll jump back to Surf as well, and they both serve these half seconds. So Berserker pulls off the racing line. Golden trying to get as much slip as he can. Looks like Golden's going to get ahead. Berserker's going to slip into third. Surf has just kept ahead of Benji. So I said you don't really lose too much time, 7.5 seconds. And obviously where you do kind of come back to life, you coming into the next braking zone. So that's Golden into second now after Berserker's made that penalty on the last lap round. Now he's going to have to defend from Fast JMS and try to attack Golden Brownie and see if he can get back into second place. Goes purple in the first sector. So Bazza, how far is he ahead? 37, 33, so he's about 4 seconds ahead, 4 or 5 seconds ahead of Golden Brownie now. That's just been able to just set. Berserker's gone for a move up the inside, a bit of a late one I think that was. Might have been having the slipstream down that back straight and running it a little bit too quick compared to normal into turn 3, but does let Golden carry on going in front of him. Fast JMS there in fourth, just watching them two fight in front of him. Benji has got ahead of Surf. So Benji, what did Benji do? Surf went deep at turn 2, and it looks like Surf then has the drive coming out of there and goes for a move. Does he up towards turn 3? It's on the outside. Doesn't get it. He's still around the outside. Is Surf. So sticking it in front of Benji, but yeah, can't make it stick. So Benji now up to 5th place. Obviously going to be one eye on his mirror, but focusing on Fast JMS just up ahead there in 4th place. Digi there, he's about to be able to pull away a little bit from Roadrunner. Welly looks like he's been catching Roadrunner a little bit, and obviously after that turn 2 incident lap 1 with Blackie just not been able to catch up. The same as Gary, obviously having that incident was at lap 6 for Gary. So yeah, this division very very even, let's say, for everyone across the field. So very hard if you do make a mistake to try and come back to the guys in front. Fast MS there, he's picked up a half-second penalty in 4th place. So that's just going to allow Berserker and Golden to drive away from him when he serves it, and Benji to catch up to him, but he's going to only have 4 minutes to go. So I would say we got 3 laps left of the race. Benji there, he's still going to have to defend a little bit from Surfer. Surfer's not going to let him have it this easy, this 5th place. Benji does go deep. Surf has been able to get up the inside, coming out of turn 3, but Benji will have the inside line now for turn 4 and does keep just ahead of Surf. He's got to cover off that inside, make sure Surf doesn't try anything into turn 5. No, he doesn't. Surfer does just sit behind and wait for another chance later on. So Fast MS does serve that half second. As I said, you really just don't lose much at all. And serving it, Benji there probably caught 7 tenths or so on Fast JMS. Fast JMS put just outside of the slip of Berserker now. But these guys 8, 2, 5, so there's about a second caught between Golden and Bazza. Bazza's just slipped to the higher part of the 29s and Golden's doing mid 29s, so it's gone purple in the first sector. Looks like they're going to be battling there for P2 between Berserker and Golden. Gets it parked in the apex. Berserker gets it a little bit tail happy coming out of turn 2. Golden's gone on the defensive. Fast MS has picked up another half second penalty. He's just going to drop off the back of these guys even more. Side by side into turn 3. Golden Brownie gets it a little bit deep there. Nowhere for Pete to go. So it's going to give Fast MS a little run on this action. Coming into turn 4 and 5. But Fast MS is going to lose out at the end with that half second penalty, and going to let Benji in 5th place get ever so much closer to the rear end of Fast JMS, who has just dropped off Surf a little bit in this last lap. See how close Benji is now to Fast JMS. Yeah, they're all going to be in the slipstream of one another now for the last 2 minutes of the lap race. So yeah, we will get to lap 14, I think, for everyone. Digi there in 7th, just set the fastest lap of the race, 29.019. Roadrunner there in 8th place. Welly in 9th. Blackie in 10th place. Blackie's going a little bit slower. No, he's not. Just how the camera angle was. Coming down the start finish line. Gary there in 11th. He has been catching Blackie. So is there a chance for Gary to try and make a move on Blackie in the last couple of laps of this race? Bazza there, well out in the lead, been pretty dominant for this one. He's had the pole, and he's had, well, not had to worry about fighting anyone apart from turn 1. He's been long gone from there on. Golden Brownie in 2nd, Berserker in 3rd, Fast MS in 4th, Benji 5th, Surfer 6th, Digi in 7th. Still from 2nd to 7th place. Fairly tight. I'd say probably about 4 or 5 seconds between these guys as they come round to start the final lap of the race. Yeah, we've got 30 seconds to go, so these guys will get through. I'm not too sure about Roadrunner. Roadrunner should. Welly, I think, should as well. Blackie and Gary, they're going to be cutting it fine. I think if they get on to another lap, I'll just stick with these two just in case they don't. I think they will. We'll have about 5 seconds spare. Yeah, 6 seconds. So yeah, they've all got on to lap 14. So, as I say, Bazza with a dominant performance at the moment. Golden Brownie fighting with Berserker and Fast MS for the majority of this race. Fast MS has set the fastest lap of the race now at 28.8. So these guys are really upping up the pace. What was Bazza's? A 29.7, so yeah, nearly a second quicker for Fast JMS, but maybe a little bit too late for doing anything now. Benji there in 5th, Surfer in 6th, Digi in 7th still. Looks like Gary, no, he's not close enough to Blackie at the moment, but I'll jump back if the pace changes before the end of the race. But Bazza comes around the final corner, lights flashing, wipers going, to come across the line to finish in first for the sprint race. Red Bull ring. Well done, Bazza. Golden Brownie comes across to finish in second. Berserker has a penalty, so that meant that Fast JMS is finished in third place, and faster lap on the last lap as well for Fast JMS. So Berserker finishes in fourth. Benji finishes in fifth place. Surfer will finish sixth. Digi will come across to finish in seventh place. Roadrunner comes across in eighth. Welly in ninth place. Blackie does hold off Gary on the last lap. Last lap charge from Gary, but Blackie is held on off for 10th and Gary in 11th. Thank you so much for watching. Obviously, if you enjoyed this content, please leave a like, hit that subscribe button, and I shall see you all on the next one. Bye bye.